Alright, so this is my classroom. To start off, I have the experimentation station. This table is a special place for students to practice skills that we are learning in class. It is to be used solely for math and science experimenting. It is a great place for students to practice counting with blocks or making shapes fit together. It is going to be a completely hands-on station for students. Why I have it is because problem-solving theorists believe that learning depends upon something being done by the learner. In other words, learning is done actively both mentally and physically. At this station, a learner is able to actively practice math problems and complete science experiments. Constructivism also takes place here. Here's an example of an activity a student may do at that station. The second spot I have is the behavior wall. This wall will have classroom rules to remind students of what the rules are. The rules will always be there for students to refer to. My students will also be given tickets for good behavior. On this wall, there will be a list of what the students can use their tickets on. Why I have it is because behaviorism theorists believe that the learner starts off with a clean slate and they learn through positive and negative reinforcement. The behavior chart can serve as both negative and positive reinforcement. Punishment will take place when students get too low on the chart, and reward will take place when they get higher up on the chart. While the tickets are for good behavior, will focus solely on positive reinforcement. This is an example of the charts that I would have on the wall. The third spot I have is the recall and practice carpet. In this area, we will review past knowledge and experiences that will correlate to what we are learning in the classroom. This area will also be a place for students to have hands-on practice of what we are learning in class. Why I have it is because constructivism theorists believe that learning is active, a lot like the problem-solving theory. Theorists say that learners learn through past experiences. This area will allow students to work hands-on and recall past knowledge that needs to be used to learn new concepts. Here's an example of students working hands-on. The fourth spot I have is the group tables. Group tables will be a place for students to work together on different concepts. Students can read, do math problems, and hands-on activities together. Why I have it is because sociocultural theorists believe that learners learn through social interaction. At these tables, students can work through concepts together. By working together, students are able to learn through their environment and bounce ideas off each other to better understand concepts they are learning. Here's an example of students working together at the table. The fifth spot I have is the break area. This area can be used by students who have had a rough day and just need a break because you never really know what is going on in a student's life. This is a suitable area for students to just relax and take a breath. Here's an example of what I would want this area to look like. The sixth spot I have is the bookshelf. On the bookshelf, there will be many different books that are of interest to my students. There will also be many multicultural books that I can use in lessons and that students can read on their own. The last spot I have is the Connection Center. This area will be where I work with smaller groups of students. Here we will work on connecting everything that we are learning, and at times work on transferring what we learned in one subject to another subject. Why I have it is because in teaching we want our students to be able to use what they learn in one situation to what they are doing in another. By having this area, I am creating a well-rounded student that is able to tackle more situations than just those that are discussed during class. And here's an example of that.